Welcome to Wilbur D. Rowe Middle School, where the teachers are great and every single kid is cool. Truly learn with a common goal. We are safe, respectful, and responsible. Home to math minds, some of the best readers, musicians, athletes, scholars, and web leaders. Lots happening in this wonderful place, and there's only one way to stay up to date. So if you got a case of the sandbox blues, hit the YouTube, check the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not a thing that we cannot do. Growth mindset, it's the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So if you got a case of the sandbox blues, hit the YouTube, check the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not a thing that we cannot do. Growth mindset, it's the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Welcome back to the best part of Wednesdays.
Sleeping in until school starts at 10.
Well, that in the Shamrock News.
I'm Kaylee.
I'm Kylie, aka Kylie.
And I'm Shay, aka Shay B.
Let's start things off by checking in with Mr. Dix in the Distance Learning Distance Running Club.
What's good? Hello, Rowe Runners. This is Mr. Dix. I am one half of the co-founders, the co-directors of the official Rowe Middle School / Boys and Girls Club Distance Learning Distance Running program. The Distance Learning Distance Running Club is essentially a virtual club that is going to do a lot of the same things that we would normally do during a cross-country season. However, since we're not back at school, we can't have a cross-country season this fall. This is going to be our substitute, and it's going to try to fill that distance running void. Essentially, me and Mr. Hayes are going to post workouts every morning into a Distance Learning Distance Running Club Google Classroom. We'll have everything from wall sits to lunges to push-ups, 999, 1,000 to planks, and 24 hours to sprints, to different stretches you can do, and different distances that you will be able to run. Mr. Hayes and I went around and found a bunch of safe routes in the Rowe Middle School attendance area, and we're gonna post those routes to the Google Classroom. That way, if you don't know how long your runs are, or you don't know how to measure them, you can just go to the Google Classroom, look up and be like, oh, I live in the Ardenwald attendance area. If I go and I run this route, it will be exactly 1 mile. We're also going to post some applications that are free that you could download on a device if you have one. Say you have a phone that you could take with you, and then you could measure your running distance that way as well. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna post workouts for the next couple weeks, and then after that, we're gonna continue to post workouts, but we're also going to start our November workout point challenge. So if you are interested in being a part of a sport or a program right now, you should definitely sign up for the Distance Learning Distance Running Club. We're going to give out free t-shirts using this logo we created. And we're also going to find a way to take some selfies and turn them into a virtual photograph as a team photo. This is going to be another opportunity for you to be a part of a group or a team during this time where we are all social distancing. If you are interested in signing up, there's a couple things you can do. You could click the link on our bio and our social media pages. You can also go to the Boys and Girls Club website, and if you click on Fall 2020, you'll be able to scroll down and see Distance Learning Distance Running Club, and there is a form. When you go to the big link, or when you go to the Boys and Girls Club website, you're going to click on that link, fill out that form. Once you fill out that form, either me or Mr. Hayes will email you the Google Classroom code, and once you get that code, then you can sign in and you can start participating with us. If you have any questions, please email me or Mr. Hayes, and we'll get back to you and we'll try to help you out. So let's get it going, let's get running, let's make it happen.
This Friday is the last day to submit your art to the Rowe Zine.
Just a reminder that this Friday, October 23rd, is the last day to submit to the October edition of the Rowe zine. We've received a whole bunch of awesome poems, paintings, and pictures so far. We've even received some cool videos from people as well. So if you'd like to see your artwork or creations featured in our digital magazine, then send them to rowzine@gmail.com. We'll be going through all the submissions this week and next week and getting them organized for the Friday, October 30th release of the digital zine. Teachers, we want you to submit as well. The zine will be featured on the Rowe website, our social media pages, in our hubs, and more. If you'd like to submit something, but don't know what to do, then check out the prompts we've posted on our social media pages. If you have any questions, feel free to contact Mr. Dix at either his email or rowzine@gmail.com.
Hey you. Yes you. Are you tired of quarantine? Here are 5 easy ways to get rid of your quarantine boredom. Step 1. Put away your phone. Step 2. Clean your room. Step 3. Eat something. Step 4. Go outside with a mask. If all else fails, join a Google Meets.
This week's online school helpful hint revolves around organizing your email.
In Community Connections, we talked about the importance of organization.
We know that organization is important to keep our stress levels down.
And lower stress levels lead to more productive work. But most importantly, lower stress levels can lead to a more positive day.
And we can all use some positive days right now.
So this week, our online school helpful hint is to organize your email.
You're probably getting a lot of emails from a lot of different teachers right now, and I know that that's the case because I'm sending an incredible amount of emails at the moment.
These emails can be overwhelming, so we're going to show you how to organize them all.
First, sign into your NCSC Google account.
Once you do that, your inbox should pop up.
This is where most of your emails resides. However, if you don't want a bunch of emails in your inbox but want to keep your emails, you can always just store them in a folder.
Here's how to do that.
First, click the box on any of the emails that you want to store. So in this case, we've got 5 new emails from Mr. Dix. We're going to put those in a folder called Sham News.
You're going to want to click on the box left of the email.
You can click more than one at a time.
You can click at the top email and hold down shift at the same time.
Then you can continue to hold down shift and click on the last email you want to select.
And this will highlight all your emails. You'll notice that all your selected emails have turned blue.
Above your email inbox, you'll notice a bunch of different icons.
There's a trash can, which will delete all of your emails. Only do this if you are absolutely certain that you'll never need to access this email ever again.
Just to be safe, we're not going to delete these.
Instead, we're going to click the folder with the arrow on it. This is our move icon.
A menu is going to pop up that features any folders we may already have, as well as the option to create a new folder. We're going to press Create New. Once we do that, we're going to name our new folder Sham News.
We can press Create and the folder will be created, and the emails we selected now have moved to that folder.
To access that folder, we just have to go to the left side of our email beneath the Compose button, and then we scroll down to our Sham News folder.
If we know the name of our email, we can also search for the email in the search bar.
Organizing your emails can help you find the important emails you need access to in order to be successful during distant learning.
And less stress and more success can lead to a more positive day.
We're back with our newest Clever Quote of the Week.
This week, our quote comes from the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg was a superstar to everybody, especially women.
She fought for gender equality and women's rights.
She was the second female justice on the Supreme Court.
She took care of her sick husband, helped him with school, did her own school, and found time to take care of her new daughter.
The list goes on and on. So this week, our quote is, "My mother told me to be a lady, and for her, that meant to be your own person, be independent."
Any and every gender or sexuality you may be can relate to this quote because it shows that you can be yourself, and you can do whatever you put your mind to.
You should be proud of who you are and embrace your differences because there really is only one you.
And yes, this does sound like the type of thing you would find in a cheesy phone background, but it really is true.
As Ruth Bader Ginsburg once said, "My mother told me to be a lady, and for her, that meant be your own person. Be independent."
Spirit Week is next week, so let's check out the themes.
Next week is our very first Rowe Virtual Spirit Week. From Monday, October 26th until Friday, October 30th, we'll be hosting daily themes for students to participate in and get down on some Rowe spirit. So, next week, dress to match the theme, hop into your synchronous classes, and turn on those cameras to show off your spirit for the day. On Monday, October 26th, we're doing Jersey Day. Rep your favorite player or team by wearing a jersey or t-shirt or other clothing that shows your fandom. Tuesday, October 27th is Book Day. Bring a copy of the book you're currently reading to class, or draw the title of the book you're reading on a sheet of paper. Let's see what books everyone is reading. Wednesday, October 28th is School Spirit Day. Wear your Rowe, Milwaukee, Linwood, Ardenwald, Sojourner, Llewellyn, Whitcomb, or Mustang gear or colors to your Community Connections class. Thursday, October 29th is Wacky Hair / Wacky Fit Day. Get your hair as wacky as you can and wear your wackiest of clothes. Friday, October 30th is Costume Day. Wear your costume to class. Remember, once again, you cannot wear face paint or masks. So get ready for our virtual Spirit Week next week.
You can keep up to date with Spirit Week and all things happening at Rowe by following our social medias.
Hey there, Rowe Shamrocks.
If you want to stay up to date on all the things Rowe,
Make sure you follow the Rowe Middle School social media accounts
these accounts post all the Rowe happenings.
and information about upcoming events and everything else related to Wilbur D. Rowe Middle School.
So take a break from scrolling today
And go follow all those accounts.
Our TikTok account is at rms_shamrocks.
Our Twitter account is at Rowe Middle School _Shamrocks.
Our Instagram account is, you guessed it, at rms_shamrocks. Our Facebook page is at RoweMS.
And our YouTube account is at Rowe Technology.
So give us a follow and stay up to date on all the important and entertaining things going down in our learning community.
You might even see yourself up there one day.
Miss Jones' art class spent the summer creating some awesome art, and we'd like to showcase them on the Shamrock News.
Hey Shamrocks, it's Miss Jones here. In case you didn't know, we have some serious art skills happening at Rowe Middle School. No, wait a second. How did that get in there? All right, introducing some of our amazing Rowe artists.
Anywhere you go, anywhere you look, you can find me on the low with my nose in a book, turning through the pages, reading through the script, about to hit a million words. Yeah, it's lit, 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 lit. Said it's lit, 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 lit. Yeah, it's lit, 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 lit.
Hello there. What's up, Rowe Shamrocks, and welcome back to It's Lit. So today, I'm going to be talking about one of my all-time favorite series of all time. Pendragon. Oh man, this is a thick book. It's 2-in-1, by the way, in case you're wondering. Pendragon is a book about a 14-year-old boy named, my nephew is calling me. I'm trying to record the Shamrock News.
Okay, bye.
Pendragon is a book about a 14-year-old boy named Bobby Pendragon who thinks that he is normal, but he actually has a greater cause in this universe. He is something called a traveler, and he has to travel to different planets called territories with his uncle Press to defeat Saint Dane. He wants to drive all of the territories into chaos. He meets many friends such as Lore, which this series has a lot of. Alder, who doesn't respect his elders. Spader, my personal favorite. Habio. Gunny, who hates guns. Patrick. No, this is Patrick. AJ, who is big brain. Kasha, a furry. Lore again, because, you know, why not? Ellie, the old grandma. And Siri from your iPhone. So they hop from territory to territory trying to undo or stop whatever Saint Dane has planned for that one, so that they don't destroy something that's called Hala, which is basically everything, every time, and anything that has ever existed, including that gum stuck to the bottom of your shoe. Overall, it's a really good series, and I recommend it to everyone who likes science fiction and fantasy. And look, I have my copy signed. So yeah, read it. And until next time, Shamrocks.
Let's check in with Shamrock Chef.
Today on the Shamrock Chefs, we will be learning how to make vegan pumpkin bread. Step 1 of making the pumpkin bread. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Secondly, you'll want to put your dry ingredients in a large bowl and whisk them. Your dry ingredients are 3½ cups of the flour, 3 cups of the sugar, 1½ teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, ½ teaspoon of ground nutmeg, ½ teaspoon of baking powder, and stuff like that. As you can see, it's going quite well. Okay, so next you're going to mix your wet ingredients in a separate bowl, and those are going to be a can of pumpkin, 3/4 of a cup of oil. You can use your own, but I use coconut oil, 2/3 of a cup of water, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Okay, so next you want to transfer the mixture into 2 bread tins, like this, which I greased with whatever oil you chose to use. Again, in this case, for me, coconut. Oh man, God, this isn't working well.
Just get a spoon.
Okay, so you want to put your loaves into the oven, and then you want to cook for 15 minutes, and then check with the toothpick to see if it's all the way cooked. When your pumpkin bread has finished cooking, take it out of the oven and let it cool for about 10 minutes. As you can see, sometimes things fall apart. But I still did get a whole loaf in the end, so it's fine.
This was a great pumpkin bread. The overall level of pumpkin flavor was appropriate, neither too much nor too little. As with so many quick breads, the texture is often dense and pretty rich. I would have welcomed walnuts or something in it. It was awesome.
Remember, you can visit the Rowe big link in our social media profiles, and you can go down and see our National Hispanic Heritage Month at Rowe Middle School presentation. In this presentation, you'll get to hear all of the cool things that we learned last week in Community Connections.
So what is Hispanic Latino Heritage Month?
In addition to that, you'll also get to see all of the videos we've been making in the Shamrock News to celebrate National Hispanic Heritage Month at Rowe Middle School. Tune in next week as we continue to celebrate as we focus on language.
Thanks for joining us this week, Rowe Middle School.
See you next time on the Shamrock News.
Same Shamrock time, same Shamrock place.
Peace.
Hey everybody, Mr. Thomas here. Just want to give a quick Shamrock shout out to all of my engineering students. You guys did a really awesome job on your code.org dance party assignments and your posters. So thanks for sharing. And for everyone else who hasn't got going on them yet, go ahead. Can't wait to see yours as well.
Hello, my name is Trey, and I want to give a Shamrock shout out to Helen for being a great friend throughout quarantine. I would also like to give a Shamrock shout out to Miss Perpich for keeping Unity Team up and running.
Hello, this might be going on the Shamrock News, I don't know, but I want to give a Shamrock shout out to my sister because she has been very kind and loving, and even in difficult situations, she always found a way to look to the bright side of things.
I want to shout out my 8th grade science students because they're showing up loud and proud and kind of loud. But really, like in the chat, they're like, dude, this is dominant and this is recessive and these are the traits, and they're learning genetics. Not the easiest thing to jump into at the start of the year when you're doing online learning in the middle of a pandemic, and yet here they are. Good job. I'm really proud of you guys. I started to write down specific names and the list got huge. So you're just going to have to take this general shout out and know I'm talking about you. Good job, buddies.